Beautiful shot by Max out, width on offer, and he lobs it over the covers region this time once again to get a boundary for himself. And that is becoming evident here. Anywhere on the width region, that is sixth and seventh stump or outside that, the batters are feeling it easy. But if you come into the batter here, they are definitely going to be
Yeah,
struggling.
I mean, definitely, Lungi Ingiri has to make sure that he bowls stumps to stump to stump. And if he wants to bowl an outswinger, he has to make sure it is a bit more fuller where you do not let the batter get that room.
Yeah.
If he gets that room, he has the time to swing that bat and get that connection. As we saw currently, as one more shot in that same area. The earlier one was a lofted one, but this time piercing through the field, piercing through the 30-yard circle. One more boundary, and a few Netherlands fan out there celebrating quite so well. And I mean, when we came into the commentary box, we thought it is going to be these two batters who are going to have a tough time facing the seamers early on with a newer ball with a lot of air going around. I mean, we saw the flags fluttering around quite so well. There is air, there is movement for the ball in the air, but at the same time, resilience is something which the Netherlands batter are showing. And I feel more than that, it is giving that room by Ingiri. And we saw Marco Jansen with that one delivery where he was bashed for a four. He was giving that room, and they have to make sure that they keep it wicket to wicket more often for especially both Odward and Singh. They are batters that do not have a lot of back leg movement. They do not have a lot of movement with their legs. Nonetheless, we'll continue this discussion as this is the end of the third over. The Netherlands team is at 16 with the loss of no wickets.
The World Cup is back, and Crickong is here to take you on a journey to the biggest cricket tournament in the world. Download the Crickong app now and get ready for an unforgettable experience. We'll bring you all the latest news, analysis, and highlights, as well as exclusive content and features that you won't find anywhere else. With Crickong, you'll be right at the heart of the action, no matter where you are. You'll be able to watch live matches, follow ball-by-ball commentary, and get the latest scores and statistics. You'll also be able to interact with other fans and share your own thoughts and predictions. So what are you waiting for? Download the Crickong app now and join us for the ride. Together, we'll make the 2023 Cricket World Cup the most exciting and memorable one yet.
Welcome back. 3 overs have been done and dusted. Netherlands have definitely punched above their weights, and they're definitely making use of the gifts that have been given. 3 width deliveries for Max out, and he pounces on that and gets 3 boundaries to himself. And now, definitely Marco Jansen is testing in that 4th and 5th stump line for Max out, and this is where that difference comes up between Netherlands and all the other teams that are participating in this World Cup. Because while going into the qualifiers in June, the thought was all about, well, Sri Lanka and West Indies are the 2 well-known teams that are there in the qualifiers. They are going to easily come up, beat all the other teams. Yeah, they will be facing challenges. Maybe someone like an Ireland, someone like a Scotland, someone like a Zimbabwe who have been a part of the World Cup. They will be the ones who will put pressure. But no, it is Netherlands who make this big impact in that game against West Indies. That was the game that they announced, and that was the game that changed the tides for Netherlands, because 374 is what West Indies score. The Netherlands also managed to score the 374 once again, and only the second time in ODI cricket history a super over happened out there, and the way Logan Van Beek smashed Jason Holder for 28 runs, that gave them a confidence to not only get a victory against West Indies, but also to seal a chance in the World Cup. And they managed to do so. They went on to beat Scotland and went on to face Sri Lanka in the finals.
Yeah.
So they lost against Sri Lanka in the final of that qualifiers. But since they are the top 2 teams, they were the ones who got the qualification opportunity here. And that is a really, really good thing for the Netherlands players. And also talking about Netherlands, nearly 7 players, Shaurya, that are there in the current Netherlands team, whether it is players, coaching staff, or anyone. 7 out of them have either played for South Africa or were in South Africa or are born South Africans.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I remember this discussion, I think it was with you, that I said South Africans are someone who have a lot of Dutch lineage, Netherlands lineage. And that is the reason why it is so shiftable. A lot of first generation South Africans tend to go back to Netherlands, and they take that cricketing culture with them, and they try to promote it. And I mean, when you have so much competition as your team, your home team, I mean, South Africa has a lot of players that are top class players. You still are a good player, but you don't have a place to represent. I mean, you don't have that chances to represent South Africa. You definitely would be wanting to play for an international team. And Netherlands is a good way, as heritage-wise, lineage-wise, you have that similarity.
And also the citizenship thing is also one thing that is pretty much easy. I guess you have to have a consistent, you have to live in Netherlands and these European nations for around 3 to 6 months, and you can apply for a citizenship out there. And if you have a job, which majorly people come to the Netherlands and Ireland, then definitely you will be eligible to get a citizenship out there in Netherlands. That is why you see players like Vikramjit Singh. They have their home, they have their lineage from Punjab. You see the likes of Raul van der Merwe. He was there in the South African team in the 2010 T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
And now he sees himself against South Africa here. And then you have the likes of Logan Van Beek, who was there in the Under-19 World Cup for not South Africa, for New Zealand. He was a part of the New Zealand Under-19 squad back in 2010. And then you have the likes of Colin Ackerman, who played the 2010 Under-19 World Cup for South Africa. So that is the thing. Outsiders can, the nations like Netherlands very rarely have a born and brought up Dutch cricketer. Someone that I remember is Ryan ten Doeschate. He was a part of the Kolkata franchise in the Indian T20 League, the only guy to be the only Netherlands player to ever play an Indian T20 League team. And he was one of those players whom I guess is a born and brought up guy in Netherlands. So that is very rare, where you can see players of Netherlands making a name. And also Netherlands is such a country